How do you know a practitioner is good? That's the question people tend to ask. And a better question is, how do you know a practitioner is right for you? So that's very different than how you know a practitioner is good, because so many practitioners are good. A lot of them, they all graduated from medical school or whatever degree they have. They are talented, they're smart, they know their stuff, but that doesn't mean they're the right practitioner for you. So the question is, how do you know it's the right practitioner for you? And I think that comes down not only to personal preference, but also figuring out somebody who's willing to get to the bottom of things. So you want somebody who I think is curious, someone who will really, really think about your particular problem, how it affects you, and how they can help it. So a lot of times when you see somebody, it turns into kind of cookie cutter. It's like, okay, well, if A, then B. The problem is, human body doesn't work like this a lot of the times. A lot of times it's if A, then B, except for C, D. And if you add E, something else happens. So it's super, super complex. And so you want somebody that will deal with those complexities. That way, big things don't get missed. It doesn't seem that important if you're healthy. But if a major problem comes up, you want somebody that's going to get to the bottom of it and figure out before it becomes a big problem. So if you have cancer, you want somebody that figures that out before it gets to stage 4 cancer. You don't want to be like, giant tumor, oh, there's something wrong with you. You want it to be like, something's not quite right. Why don't we do some work? Why don't we get to the bottom of this? Somebody that does their research. That is the practitioner you're looking for. That could be a nurse practitioner. That could be a physician's assistant. That could be an MD. That could be a naturopath. But find out that person that will get to the bottom of your particular concern and then help you and be able to refer you out to the right resources. So you want, of course, want to make sure that they don't have any complaints, but they're bored. You want to make sure that there's nothing major going on, that they've been around. But I think the main thing is finding the right person for you, making sure that you learn as much about them and their practice as possible. And don't just go for your insurance. I see this so much where people are like, well, is it covered by my insurance? And let's say you have 3 practitioners covered by the insurance, and none of them are practitioners that are going to get to the bottom of what's going on, then that's not the right person for you. It might be better to pay cash at that point, because you need to find the right person for you. So that is my encouragement to you today, is find the right practitioner for you. Forget about the insurance part. Forget about all that. Find someone who can help you, and you will feel much better for it. So if you're curious or want to hear more, send me a DM and I'll be glad to give you more information on finding the right practitioner. Thanks.